Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Caribbean isle of Puerto Rico and its historic capital city of San Juan. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Hello again, everybody. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis up in the booth. And Charles, you look at this San Juan team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free. And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. In early second and long they're facing. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert out there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. So first interception thrown for him there, and that's really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Chicago. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to number 14. It's a gain of 3. First down, Chicago.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll set up to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 4. Fighting through pressure. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 40.
2nd and 11. Little short pass here to Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
They'll set up a throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wear down the other defense. We'll see. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Chicago.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Able to get away. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
The 2nd down pass.
26 yards on the play there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Now back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And able to get this out to the 25. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant, keep throwing it around.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a third. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretary lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Brings up second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, nice move. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Complete to number 1. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
Back to throw now on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Staying on his feet. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And that's a ball that he's going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters. A 1-point game at the half as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them are about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
That's another sack one. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this 2nd half as we are about to get underway. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The first
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw out wide is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Stays on his feet. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It's a gain of 12 yards. Brings up
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he returns this to the 22. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll be taken down, but not.
Across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They'll go with the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 84 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Good footwork at the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And he's going to use his legs here.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
17-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in